3-1 victory in the end against Carnarvon. Craig, how pleased with you with not just the victory, but the manner of the performance coming back from behind at the break?
Yeah, definitely. I thought we started off really, really well. First maybe 10 minutes, we had 5 or 6 great opportunities, hit the post a couple of times, keepers made a couple of saves. And then obviously they score on their first counter-attack, which takes the wind out your sails a little bit. And then I don't think we reacted particularly well up until half-time. It was we weren't great after that. We still had plenty of opportunities, just made a few wrong decisions. But I thought second half the lads were fantastic, really, really good. You look at it and you talk about, character, coming back from being 1-0 down. We have got a calmness about with that, with a team scoring that early on against us. Obviously it gives you an extra 80 minutes or so to try and bring the game back in. And then we kept being patient, we kept doing what we're doing in the first half, but a little bit better and a bit more intensity, and then it was comfortable in the end. It might have been a few more.
Well, September has been a busy month of fixtures, and as part of the recovery, we've recently introduced chirotherapy sessions after midweek games. Can you give us a little bit more insight into the reason behind that?
Yeah, definitely. There's lots and lots of research out there that have proved it. It increases the recovery time. It's fantastic. You look at it and I think it goes down to minus 140 degrees. Where you're talking about ice bath is maybe 6 to 10 degrees. So it's almost having an ice bath times 10. With games thick and fast, we've used ice and fire in Pontypridd. So they've been fantastic. They've been great. It's something, a partnership that would like to carry on. We've got some more midweek games coming up with the cup competitions coming up, and we'll be using them again. But yeah, it's mainly recovery to try and get the lads back out there on the training pitch as quick as possible and back to performing regards to a game situation. Then the thick and fast. I think for the last 3 or 4 weeks we've been playing games every 3 days.
Well, we're back in action here at Parkhall tomorrow. It is Pontypridd United visiting Oswestry, and I think you must finally be excited to get back in the dugout.
Yeah, it's been very frustrating, and I think it's probably been worse for everybody else around us. How frustrated I've been getting, in Sarge and in Simon Smith, Simon Spender, have done a fantastic job, and the lads have been great. We've been winning games, so nothing's changed during the week. The setup, everything's exactly the same. It's just been unfortunate for the 90 minutes I haven't been able to. Being able to be involved. So the frustration from my point of view is it's been quite high. But I suppose I should learn my lesson. 45 years old, I should know better. But no doubt I will never learn my lesson. It's just the way I am as a person, as a passionate football person and a competitor. Then but it's certainly been a frustrating team. I'm just glad it wasn't three Saturdays in a row, because it would obviously been a long time. It was Saturday, Tuesday I could get back in against Portmatic, and it was a Saturday, Tuesday again. So yeah, thank goodness that's out the way.
Pontypridd sitting 8th place in the table and only conceded 5 times all season. We have played them already back in August. They made life difficult that day, and Dan Williams, 79th minute, got the win in the end. But that suggests another afternoon of patience might be in store for TNS supporters.
Yeah, I think it'll have to be. Certainly, it's at our place. They will be. I've no doubt they'll be coming with a game plan. Stokes is a very good manager. He's got experience. He sets his teams up well. And actions speak louder than words. They actually conceded, I think, the least in the league. So you look at it, and they're obviously very good defensively. So then we've got to just be our best to break them down and move the ball quickly and with a bit of quality and a bit of individual quality, and make decisions. It's up to us. Teams have done this for a long, long time. Teams done this the first time I was round at TNS, and it's up to us, to find the solutions and the answers to break teams down and try and combat the low blocks, etc.
Well, the New Saints are unbeaten, scored 29 goals, conceded just 7. The form book would point to a TNS victory, but as we saw on Wednesday night, Aberystwyth winning against Bala, it just shows that anything can happen in the JD Cymru Premier.
Yeah, it does. The form books would have said we'd be Barry at home, but we didn't, and that was not so long ago. So that's hopefully a long-lasting lesson for everybody, that if we're not at it and we don't finish our chances and we're not fully everyone together and fully everyone on the same page, and everyone's match tempo, and the tempo's good and the quality, and we take our foot off the pedal a little bit, then you can get punished, because you look back at the Barry game, and like I said, stats are stats. You manipulate them whichever way you want, but 65-70% possession, 15 to 20 shots on goal, and they had 3 shots on our goal and they scored 2 goals, so we got to make sure we don't switch off in latter stages of games, but also as well, we got to make sure that at the top end of the pitch, when we are creating these chances, then it's sometimes easy the attacking players get away with a little bit more, because obviously if a defending player or a goalkeeper makes a mistake, a lot of the time it develops into a goal against. But we need to be a bit more clinical in that final third.
As we've already made reference to, there is no midweek game next time around. Is that going to have any sort of impact on the team selection for tomorrow's game?
No, it's not at all. Next week's a new week. We, as I say, this game's the next important one, the most important one, because the next game, we are getting people back, all the time now. At this moment in time, there's only Declan McManus who's not fit, so which is great. Some lads need to do a bit more than the others. Some need to catch up a little bit with minutes. Some need to get some, some competitive minutes and a bit more training in their legs. But from a point of view, from getting everyone back to where we were 3 weeks ago, where we had 6 senior players out, we're in a good, healthy position.